All right, so nice to see you again. Wolfgang Van Halen from Mammoth. Welcome to the Rockklassiker studio.
Thank you for having me. Great to see you.
Nice to see you
It's been
again.
like
2 years for you. Yeah.
Copenhagen.
And you've been up to a lot during these 2 years.
A little bit.
Now, recently you're supporting Creed, right?
Yeah. We just finished that one up. It was a good time.
Yeah.
Fun.
How was it? I mean, the Creed fans have been waiting a long time to hear the songs live again.
Yeah. No, they've been. It's been a very responsive crowd. Every night has been a really good time.
Yeah.
Very happy to do it.
And you're out here to announce the third album, The End, out on the 24th of October. It will not disappoint. I've listened to it. I want to jump straight into the title song, actually, The End. It's out, and you can watch a really hilarious and awesome music video as well. Because one of my favorite movies is From Dusk to Dawn, and it salutes that a little bit, yeah. But it sounds like you have had a lot of fun with this song. What can you tell me about it?
I think it was fun to do something a little over the top. I think, while it was sort of a challenge, I think, in the studio to be like, I just had the tapping idea, and I was like, how can I make a song around this? And I just came together pretty quickly during the pre-production process, and it's a very fun song to play live. We have a lot of fun playing it live.
Yeah, I get that. And in the music video, you can see like cameos from Slash, Miles Kennedy. Who else? Your mom, right?
Yeah, my mom, my wife is in it. The band gets eaten and or killed. I get to punch myself in the face. So it's pretty fun.
Oh yeah, that's right. But Slash is kind of standing like
he's invincible.
Yeah,
he's invincible as always. So I just thought the idea that he just gets to watch everything and be like, wow, this is crazy, man. It's a good time.
And it was weird watching Miles Kennedy hitting someone like a werewolf with a beer bottle.
Yeah, he is that. I don't think a lot of people realize that he's the zombie. He got the full Walking Dead treatment. He got the crazy zombie outfit and makeup. It was
how long
amazing.
did that take?
It took I remember he ended up going to the makeup place like 2 hours before, like for the full makeup.
Okay,
he had a good time.
Awesome. You're also going out on the Salma Hayek stage, as I call it, from Dusk to Dawn. She's doing like the worm dance on that stage that you walk out on.
Yeah, the old snake dance. Yeah.
But it was the director Robert Rodriguez, right, that you called up. How did you get in contact?
We had hit it off in like 22, 23. He came to a show, and we just kind of kept each other's numbers and talked every now and then. Anytime we were in his town, we'd visit, and likewise. And when I was working on the new album, I showed him some ideas, and he really liked them a lot. And as I got through the recording process, and The End seemed like it was going to be the title track and the first single and everything, I sent it over to him and I'd be like, hey, would you be into doing a video? Maybe it was like a pie in the sky ask. Like I just wasn't expecting anything. I was just like, this would be cool if it could happen. It'd be a dream. And he liked it a lot. And I told him my idea. I had to do like a From Dusk Till Dawn sort of homage, and who better to do it, And it came together pretty quickly. He ended up coming over, and he wrote this big script, like pitch, like using his incredible skill set for such a silly thing was pretty fun. And and we did the whole shoot in 2 days. And he said we basically did a 4-day shoot in 2 days. It was just 2 12-hour days. It was a lot of work, but we were all having such a good time. It kind of went by really quickly.
Yeah. What did you do between sets, so to speak?
Oh man, it was just we had to take care of the first acting with Danny Trejo in the beginning and do those scenes, and then most of it all the performance stuff, and then the very last thing we did on the last day was the whole outside where I'm talking to myself and punch myself and all that stuff. But it was a lot of fun.
But how was kind of like the first draft of the script? Like,
it was pretty dead on to what it ended up being.
Okay.
Robert clearly knows what he's doing, and he's incredibly talented. So his vision for it, once I told him my idea, was crystal clear. So
yeah.
It was great.
Yeah. I was cruising and listening to the album 3 days ago in the car, and I got surprised. I don't know really why, but I kind of like, huh? What? What did he sing? I Really Wanna. That song.
Yeah.
Tell me about that one.
That's a fun one. That's a song I feel like it wouldn't exist the way it did had we not done pre-production in this new way. Usually I just do demos on my computer and then bring it to my producer and we work on it there. But this time around we had the studio ready to go, so I was able to just play a quick riff and then run out and play drums to it and then come back and play more guitar and basically just create it that way really quickly. And I just had this funny little riff that I thought it'd be cool if I tuned the guitar down to A, make it super low and super groovy. The nickname for the idea was Sludgehammer, like Sledgehammer, the Peter Gabriel song, but sludgy. And it was just very fun to make this like cool, heavy, funky sort of a heavy song. And it just, yeah, I think had we not done pre-production that way, I don't think the song would have come out the way it did, because I kind of just took a chance with it.
All right, but what is your like what's your go-to process, so to speak, when you do music? Is it like guitar riffs, lyrics, or like melodies, or how do you usually
it's a mix of like a guitar riff that sort of starts an idea, or sort of a melodic idea, more than not. Every now and then maybe there's like a drum part that sort of gets it going, or like, well, that's the funny thing is initially in the end that sort of slap part was a slap bass part I had written many years ago. I was like, wait, it might be cool. I was trying to show my producer, I was like, it's this idea, but I only had a guitar. And he's like, dude, you should do that on guitar. That's really cool too. And so that's how that part came to be in the end. So you just kind of, I don't know. It's this time around it was fun because it was just a very creatively nourishing environment. So I would just try something, even if I didn't think it would work. And it only took like 5 minutes rather than wasting hours on a Logic demo or something by myself. So it was very, very fun.
I think we were laughing a little bit about it 2 years ago, that like you do all the parts and you said like, maybe next time I'll take some guys and get some help, but you didn't this time either.
Yeah, I think with that new process, it ended up being a lot easier this time around, and more fun.
Awesome. I also heard that you have a Swedish band that's one of your favorite bands.
A little bit.
Meshuggah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Have you met them?
I have not, but I've bothered Darren every time I talk to him because I know he works with them. Yeah. He got me a signed record from them, which was really cool. I have it hanging up in my house. Yeah. They're just my favorite band. Like they just make everything better. When I'm sad, when I'm happy, when I'm angry, I can just always listen to Meshuggah and just make it better. I can fall asleep listening to Meshuggah. It relaxes me.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah, awesome. Yeah, they're great. but you do the drum parts?
Oh yeah. No, I mean I can't do all of them. I mean Thomas is insane. But I was actually recently able to take my wife to a show, which was very fun because she's known how obsessed I am with them, and she actually really enjoyed it. It was a good time.
Yeah, awesome.
Always one of the best live shows you can ever see.
Now, one of the biggest stuff that happened since we met, or just recently, is Black Sabbath, the end show that you were supposed to be on, but there was like a scheduling problem. Like
we had the flights purchased, the hotels ready to go. We also obviously have the end, the album. We were planning on that release, but we hadn't announced it yet. And then the rehearsal schedules moved. So we, at that point, with how many people had bought, hotels and everything, we literally couldn't make it. After that schedule changed, one, I had to rehearse for the Creed tour that I was about to go on. And then two, even if we wanted to go out there was no way to get a hotel or a flight that quickly after it changed. So we couldn't do it, unfortunately. I was really happy I was able to do the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame thing for Ozzy, and I got to see him then. But yeah, I was very bummed about that.
Yeah.
Sometimes things just sort of happen that way.
But I want to talk about the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame induction that you. How was that whole experience?
Oh, it was amazing. It was a dream. Being able to play with everybody and being a massive Tool fan, being able to play with Maynard was an insane thing. I never thought I'd be able to do. And I mean, if you told me 5 years ago I'd be playing Crazy Train with Maynard, I'd be like, shut up. What are you talking about?
That's Tool singer, right?
Man, it was very, very cool. Very, very happy to have been a part of it, and being able to see Ozzy after and give him a hug and chat with him a bit, really stuck with me.
Was that the first time you met?
No.
No?
No. But,
Do you remember the first time you met?
you know what? I remember the first time I met Sharon. She came to the house one time, but I think it was either in passing or really quick. But it was this time around where we did a photo shoot like a week or two before the whole performance. That's when I got to sit with him and talk the first time, and he was very, very lovely. And then I got to hang out with him after the performance at the Rock and Roll of Fame. So yeah,
awesome. How was he? Because I never met him. But
he's very funny and very, very kind. I got to chat with him on just random stories that my dad had told me, because when they toured together back in the day, I just kind of asked him about, like, did this happen? Did this happen? And yeah, a lot of those stories, which were very, very funny. I got him to giggle a bit. I got him to laugh about it, which was very, very funny. It was great.
Do you remember a specific one?
I do, but I don't think I would be allowed to say it. But it's very funny, and I was very happy to know that my dad wasn't pulling my leg on some of those stories.
Get it. Also, how would you say touring with Mammoth? How has it been different compared to touring with Van Halen?
Because with Van Halen, it was, you're coming into something that isn't your own. I was there to support my dad and be a part of that. But to have Mammoth as something that's been born on my own and from the very beginning, it's a very satisfying thing. I'm very happy to be able to do all the work behind, because this is just fully my baby, so to speak, rather than trying to support something else. Sure, in the family business and all, but I definitely have a lot more personal connection to this because I've created it all on my own. So while I greatly miss my time at Van Halen because I miss playing with my dad, I don't see me doing anything else. This is what brings me purpose and happiness in life, and doing Mammoth. So I'm very happy to be able to do what I can do.
Yeah, it's your own baby. But now you've also changed the name, or not really, but the 3 letters afterwards is gone. Is that just like a copyright thing, or?
Yeah, that's what it was meant to be this whole time.
Yeah.
But now that we have it, it's just a matter of formality,
Yeah.
So very happy to finally just be Mammoth.
Yeah, it's funny because when you arrived here outside, we were standing with a Swedish artist that's pretty famous from Melodifestivalen, Rickard Herrey, and he was showing me like, oh look, talking about rock stars, look who liked my post, and it was Sammy Hagar. And I don't know what post it was, but I was like, yeah, that's funny because Mammoth is coming now, and he's like, yeah, I've been skiing there in California. I'm like, no.
That's funny. That's funny.
But where did you come up with the name from?
It was one of many early names for Van Halen, and it was initially Mammoth was a 3-piece where my dad played and sung. He sung and played guitar, so I think that's where that little bit of connection with my dad still. I think it's fun, and I remember I had been, when I started writing for Mammoth so long ago, I worked on it for about a year or two, with it being Mammoth in my head, but I never asked my dad if it was okay, so I was really nervous to ask him.
Yeah.
And when I was like, hey, Dad, is that cool if I call this Mammoth? He was like, hell yeah, that's awesome. So getting his approval, obviously, was the most important thing for me, and he was very stoked about it. So.
Yeah, that's awesome. Now, which band or artist would be your dream collaboration?
I'd love to collaborate with, speaking about Maynard from Tool, I'd love to collaborate with him after hitting it off with him during the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame thing. I think there's a lot of artists I look up to that sort of did the same thing as me, where they've or I've done the same thing as them, where I have recorded every part, or sort of that sort of thing. So I think somebody like Dave Grohl or Trent Reznor or something would be a crazy thing to do. I would feel unworthy though, but it would be that when you'd say like a dream collaboration, I think of something like that.
But I mean, you've been getting phone calls from Dave Grohl before.
Sure, but I don't know. Maybe it's just how I view myself in comparison.
Now, just like a funny question: if you could steal a guitar riff from any song in the history and claim it as your own, which one would you take?
Wow, that's a crazy idea. If you're just talking about just, I mean, something that's just insane, I think maybe, maybe see, it's not even a riff. Maybe just the idea of the song itself. Maybe like "I Want You, She's So Heavy" by the Beatles or something.
All right, okay, yeah.
That.
You're going back there.
Yeah, something just that crazy of just like being able to write something like that would be crazy.
That's awesome. And the album is out 24th of October. Looking forward to it. But I know you're having a North American tour now.
Yeah, at the end of the year. But we are very much planning to be out here next year. So.
Yeah, that was what I was going to ask. Like, can we expect it with the new songs during next year sometime?
Yeah, this is going to be our second headline tour ever. Our first one was for Mammoth 2. And this time around, at the end of this year, back in the States, we've got that going on November, December. But yeah, next year we will certainly be out here.
Awesome.
Don't worry.
Then I'll see you at the festivals again.
Oh yeah, I can't wait. Man.
Thank you very much. Always a pleasure, Wolfgang.
Oh, dude, likewise. Thank you.
Rockklassiker.